All right. Hello, rockers and Mercuryans. Rock Mercury here, and welcome to the Rock Mercury Show. I am extremely excited to be here. This is the fourth episode of the Rock Mercury Show. We've been doing it much more consistently, and I'm excited. I'm excited to keep on going. These four topics we have today are very dear to my heart topics, um, and I don't know. I'm just feeling very much so just ready to dive into some deeper things that have just been bothering me, and I've been thinking things I've been thinking about often. So as you guys know, these are I base these shows off of Twitter trending topics. I'm big on Twitter. I really love to be on there. You can check out my Twitter. It's Pop Rock Mercury, and I'm verified, so you'll see the verification mark on there. What's up, Twitter? How you doing, Twitter? Now it's X or whatever it's called now, but yeah. So you can check that out on Twitter for every topic we talk about today. I have a thread on there that says Rock Mercury Show Episode 4 Topic Thread. And then it has like a link to my website, whatever. But then it has like under that thread is every single post that I'm going to be discussing today. So if you want to go through them and you can look at the comments of them and kind of get a deeper dive into what I'm like, how I came to the conclusion that I came to, or what, or the thoughts, my thought process on what I'm talking about. So um, we're not even gonna talk about the first sponsor yet because I want for a reason. We're gonna just go right into the first topic. And so I'm gonna put my timer on. Each topic is 10 minutes long. I literally have a timer, and once the timer goes off, I'm on to the next topic. And I'll do a little ad break for a little sponsor shout out break. And then from there we will go into the next topic. So there's only four. Each one's 10 minutes, so that's 40 minutes, and then a little bit more because of the sponsorship. So I'm super excited to be with you guys today. So let's jump into it. Okay. So for today's first topic, we are discussing Candace Owens, and it's a specific post that I want to talk about regarding Candace Owens. But first, I want to discuss something that everyone has been coming at me about. They've been trying to diss me and say, "Oh, Rock Mercury, you're a Candace Owens supporter, so why should I care about anything you say? Oh, Rock Mercury, you like Candace Owens? How cringe! Imagine supporting Candace Owens." All this craziness that I hear regarding my support of Candace Owens. And so all I want to say to these haters and to these Candace Owens shady people is that, I'm having a little bad hair day today. As you can see, nothing better than to put on a nice Yes We Candace hat and just, put it all together, keep it conservatized. Right there. There we go. Oh wow, it's a little bit. Let me go flip that around. Mirror that so you can see. It says Yes We Candace. Yes, we can this. That's right. So now I'm feeling really good. Chalupa says Candace Owens for president. That's right. I do believe in that. And although I do have my freedom shirt right here with the eagle and the American flag and everything, the only thing that can go over this freedom and combine with it, who stands for freedom, is Candace Owens. So I have my Proud Karen shirt from the Candace Owens collection. She proudly is a Karen. I'm a Karen too. I'm a proud Karen. You do something dirty to me, I'm calling the police on you. I don't play. I'll Karen right away. Don't play with me. Like there's nothing wrong with being a Karen. So we're gonna go ahead and throw our nice proud Karen shirt on to double down on my support for Candace Owens. So shout out to Candace. Um, and I want to discuss one more thing because we're going to talk about a post where she talks about how Black people are responding to Trump's mugshot, to former President Trump's mugshot, and we're going to talk about that. But first, I want to discuss how many people have misconstrued and attacked this woman for speaking the truth. Like even when you watch something like The Matrix, the second you speak the truth, you get attacked. I don't know if you watched that movie or different concepts of the truth tellers are the ones who get the most flack. I feel like even if somebody like Harriet Tubman was alive today, um, people would be like, "Oh, well, who does she think she is, saving all these slaves? Who does she think? Like, I'm free already. I'm free." Da da da. Like, there's people. I think there's one of the quotes is like, "I would have freed more slaves if they knew. I would have freed more kings if they knew they were slaves." Something like that. I would have freed more slaves if they knew they were slaves. I think that's what the word is. But some people don't even realize that they're being enslaved by a concept, by a thought. And so when Candace Owens comes in with the truth, the unbiased truth, and even if she's wrong, she will come and shift that. She'll come and own up for it because she's a real person. And yes, she may be on the conservative side, but she was a blue hair liberal at one point, and she had recognized that and owns that, and is here right now with what she knows now, what she's woken up to. And she's not even saying that the conservative party is perfect in any way. This woman has only come to us with facts and data to back it up, and everybody comes to her and says, "Oh, you're just the last half of a raccoon. You're just this. You're just like they call her the most terrible things. They said that she's turned against her people, and oh, she's married to a white man. So this, they just say such despicable things to Candace Owens when all she has been doing is sharing family values, sharing the truth, helping us to wake up from this liberal nightmare that we're living within. We can't lie and say that America is as great as it can be right now based on what's happening in the liberal media. Um, and the liberal leadership that's going on right now. So I just want to say I support Candace Owens, and I don't care if you guys judge me for it. I obviously don't care. I wear this. I wear this out. I wear this to the store. I wear this anywhere. I mean, I'm in a red state. I'm in the beautiful state of Texas, Houston, Texas. I love Texas. But even if I wasn't, I would still wear this. I would still be proudly supporting of Candace. And some of my friends are, ex-friends because they don't understand that they are like they're trying to attack me for my support of who I support. And I started seeing the truth of them, that they were despising this woman and despising Trump too for things that they don't even know what they're talking about. They just hear some sensationalized stories and like, oh, Kanye West brought Candace Owens out and said white lives matter. Oh, oh wow, she's associated with Trump. Oh, she's this, all these types of things. And you guys try to like demonize her for it without thinking about what she's doing, why she's doing it, and what it really means. And so, in this particular story that I posted on my Pop Rock Mercury Twitter, it says that it says black people respond to Trump's mugshot, and it had an overt response. And people thought like, oh, people are gonna be so mad at Trump and like, oh yes, he's going to prison, ha 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 ha, ha Trump, you're getting indicted, ha, all that kind of stuff. But she shows a video where a lot of African American people, or whatever you want, black people, black Americans, um, are thinking that he's even cooler than ever because of this. This has brought his popularity even further up. And she shows multiple clips and songs and all kind of stuff about the response to this mugshot that got released for a ridiculous indictment that has no place in law. Everybody involved in this indictment should be in prison. Everybody involved in it, because it's just like, what are you talking about? Like, these charges are complete bogus, and they're trying to keep Trump from being able to run in the next election, which is insane because it's who knows what's going to happen. I want to say it's going to happen, but who knows? Like, they may succeed in it, but they're just playing right in our face. And so I've only seen Candace Owens defend and try to wake our people up so that we're not just sleepily walking in like sheep to the slaughterhouse. Because that's what's happening right now. Look at the jail rate. Look at the fatherless home rates. Look at the poverty rates. Like, everything is skyrocketing when it comes to the destruction of American values and American family. Look at the abortion rates. Like, all these things are just proof in the pudding that we have an epidemic going on. And it just disturbs me that the one person who I would personally vote for president, if Candace Owens was running, I would vote for her in a second. But the thing is that she's not running because she's a mother. Not for that reason, but she's a mother, and she chooses motherhood and like her business, running her business over the running the business over the like a office. Like, being in an office is very stressful. Being in an office is extremely stressful. And so, like, why would she want to put herself and her family through that? She says, no, I'm not going to do that. She just exits her. She doesn't even put herself in that realm of to be in the politics. But of course, it would be amazing if she did. It'd be amazing if she did go in to come in office. That's the kind of voice we need. I do believe that Candace Owens is the most powerful voice of our generation, of our time, and she's very brave for what she's doing, and yet her own community attacks her, and she's not even speaking for only our community. She sees the bigger picture, and she's constantly evolving within that picture, exposing things like when she exposed Black Lives Matter for what the truth was, what really was going on, who George Floyd really was. When she's exposing this rainbow movement, which we're going to talk about in a second, for what's going on in that movement. We're gonna discuss some of what she said in our next topic that we have right after this. So it's just I am so over this false Candace Owens hate and this fake, after she's like, oh, she's against us, she's against us. If somebody is pushing so hard to say that somebody is against so like it's just saying Candace Owens is against it, the media is pushing so hard against it, you may want to believe the opposite. You may want to see like, why are they so mad at this black woman for speaking her truth and saying that she's somehow racist against her own people when she's the mother of black children? It doesn't matter if their father's white and her who she's married is white. That's a man that loves her, that's who she chose. But it doesn't matter at all because guess what? Her children are still black children growing up in America. So I just am so bothered and upset with people attacking her. I will not tolerate it. I do not. I'm not okay with it. Even my own family, my ex friends and people. I don't care. I will defend Candace Owens because she has opened my eyes to so many things that I wish I saw earlier. I used to be a blue hair liberal too. I used to think that that the Republicans were evil and conservatives were evil, whatever. Like I didn't even realize how important family values are to the progression and the sustainability of a nation. If we want to continue being a great nation, that I believe we are, even with the corruption that's going on, then we need to recognize when people are telling the truth that they should not be ostracized and demonized. Thankfully she has tough skin, but you guys forced her to have tough skin. You guys always want to force black women to have tough skin and just suck up that they can't speak their truth. You want black women to say, "Oh gosh, I love me some chicken. I love me some food. Let me make some chicken for my pan." Oh no, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't. You want that from them? She gives you educated, intellectual, real debates, real conversation, and you don't want that. You think that, oh no, she's just being uppity, uppity. No, no, no. I'm over it. I'm done. I support Candace Owens. Yes, we Candace. Yes, we Candace. Honestly, Candace for president, but I know she doesn't want to be president. But love you, Candace. Thank you for everything you've done for our community, from black man to a black woman. All right, and that's all I gotta say on that. The next topic, oh my god, and that's all I gotta say on that. That's how she ends her topics off. Um, Before we get into our next topic, I do want to shout out an amazing sponsor of ours, digitalestate.media. That's right, that's digitalestate.media. And they will support you in your website development, your advertisement needs. If you need campaign photos, product images, direction for your branding, like logo design, all types of things. Digital estate that media has your back, whether you're a one person company or organization or you're a million person. Well, that's a lot of people, but it can still help you. Or you're especially if you're a million employee kind of conglomerate. They can still support you in your branding needs. So check out digitalestate.media and let them support you. They're Wix partners. I don't know if you guys know Wix. Wix is amazing, a huge, one of the biggest technology companies out here. So they're Wix partners, and they will support you with a beautifully, expertly designed Wix a website or different resources, different marketing resources that you may need. So thank you so much to Digital Estate for sponsoring this episode. All right, so the next topic is coming up right now. It kind of coincides with the Candace situation because she's spoken so much about this, but we're gonna go right into it. Let me put the timer on because we do 10 minutes for each section. So we have three more topics left. So let's get into this third topic. So I'm gonna go ahead and press my 10-minute timer and we're gonna go right into it. There we go. All right. Rockers and Mercuryans, for our second topic of today's episode of the Rock Mercury Show, we're talking about something that really, really grinds my gears. It really grinds my gears. This is, I posted it right on my Twitter, but it says, leave our kids alone. This is so wrong. Leave our kids alone. Pride book featuring men in bondage wear shown to 4-year-olds in preschool. All right. Members of the staff defended the decision after parents raised hold on. It's after parents raised concerns, arguing that the children would not understand the images. Now, when I'm looking at this image, I'm disturbed. I'm disturbed, but even more disturbing than this images is the actual real in life displays that the LGBT rainbow community puts in front of your kids. You know, our kids, as I say. Just don't want to say it's our kids. Like no, the kids of our nation, because this is our nation. I get that. So the things that the things that they're exposed to in these family friendly events, the fact that so many drag queens want to go read books to kids, like what are we doing? What is going on right now? Like I said, I am in a same gender relationship that I'm very grateful for. I have a man. I'm so grateful for him. He's the most beautiful person. I'm just so thankful for the love we have and the relationship we have. I'm not any part of the rainbow community at all. I am not any part of it. I'm not. I don't associate with any of the LG alphabet soup. Any of it. After what I've seen and experienced when I was part of it, because I did used to be. I definitely was. I definitely used to go to the Pride events. I had VIP tickets to Pride events. You know, I know I understand this. I know what they're doing, but I didn't see it clearly until I was able to take a step back from the conservative bad, Republican bad, da da da, and see what was really going on, what was really being exposed to children. They make it seem as if like, oh, like your kids are gonna be this way already. Like they're not impressionable, they know who they are already. That's not true. Like the youth, when the whole reason why there's laws to protect the youth is because youth are impressionable. The kids of our generation, they are impressionable people, and they do not need to be pushed. They don't need this kind of toxic over sexualization pushed onto them when they're not even old enough to spell their name properly, to spell their own name properly, but yet you want to put men in bondage next to a pride flag and say, "Oh, this is love, love is love. Look at my leather chaps. Look at my harness. Look at my thong I'm wearing in my what do they call those the teddies that you put like that people that strippers put on. What are we doing? These are children. This is not a family friendly situation. I do my best to keep my channel family friendly because I wasn't family friendly before. And I do my best to do that now because it means so much to the progression of our society, especially in America. And I am just so tired of these disturbing books being in the libraries of the kids. And when I was younger, before I came out and stuff, I was like, I'm coming out, I'm coming world to like before all of that. I would have thought, oh, this would have been so cool to have these books in the library. Like, oh, I would love to know more, learn more, da, 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 like go dive down that road, not even realizing the depravity that's being taught. Like these books aren't teaching kids about what it's like to be in the rainbow soup or whatever. It's not teaching that. This is indoctrinating children. This is indoctrinating the youth to say like, oh, if you want to be special, you got to be part of this rainbow community. Like I don't feel like the straight kids are feeling like they're special, and that's a problem. I know it may seem like, oh well, they're special already. It's their world. It's a straight world. That's not true anymore. That's not true. Maybe it was before, but now it's like if you're just straight, that's equated to boring. Oh, you're straight. It's like a boring. It's like straight equals boring at this point. Straight people are being disrespected back and forth over and over. I'm not even straight myself, but they're being disrespected, and I see it. It is absolutely disturbing what is going on right now. Like it is absolutely like I don't understand how we think we're going to progress as a society while we diminish and demean the people who are actually straight in our society, the ones who are birthing us and helping us to have even a nation in itself. But yet we're just pandering to this rainbow community that has lied to us and has been backed by the pharmaceutical industry since I can't even remember when. Probably since the AI, the AID. I can't even say I don't know, whatever. Since the big campaign the big red campaign that the pharmaceutical industry was selling you pills for and saying they have the cure for this. We have the cure for this. We have the cure for that. Take this pill every day. Yeah, it's gonna shut down your liver possibly, but take this pill. You're gonna be okay. You know, the pharmaceutical industry has been fueling this and gaining so much profit from the destruction of our morals, our value, and our birth rate. Our birth rate is plummeting. But this particular situation, of the this over sexualization of the with the pride and rainbow community is just so dark. And I understand why George Santos was like, let's illegalize all of this, illegalize all of it. Like, no, we don't want any of this. We don't want drag queens teaching our kids. Why would you want a drag queen reading a book to your kids? Do you think that's fun and cute? Do you think RuPaul's Drag Race is fun? No, RuPaul's Drag Race is toxic. It's even a person who's part of the rainbow community knows that the RuPaul Drag Race and the whole drag culture is an extremely toxic culture of really beggars. Of beggars, most of those drag queens don't even make a lot of money. If you've been to a real drag show, you see that they walk around the whole show grabbing dollars and dollars and little dollars, and they barely even dance or lip sync. They're just trying to grab money so they can pay for their next meal while they're wearing something they got from Party City, the Party City dumpster at that. Not even new and purchased. Party City dumpster they get it from, and they smell like it, and yet somehow it's like, oh my gosh, like this is so fun, this is something we should aspire to. Oh, my kids should see this so they can be inclusive. No, you're indoctrinating your kids, and if you think that you're helping them by exposing them to this over sexualized trash, then that's part of the problem, and that's a part of the issue that you're gonna have to deal with in therapy later. And honestly, the therapist may make it even worse because they're probably indoctrinated by the same situation that this big pharma is pushing onto us right now. So this is a very slippery slope. You guys need to understand. You guys need to understand something super important, that it doesn't stop at just like teaching them about this. At some point, they're going to want to go and do these procedures themselves. And you need to know how much these procedures cost and how much is being profited by Big Pharma. This is not about like, oh, I don't like the actual community, the people. I don't like the actual people in the rainbow community. It's not that. It's the movement. I've been around, like I said, I've been around this community. I've had people in the tea community living in my home. I supported their businesses and marketed for them and did all types of things for the tea community. A lot of them I think have dealt with side effects of the hormone replacement things that they take and all. Like, I've seen the side effects. I've seen, different disturbing things. I want to say some other words, but it's very different disturbing things within the community that are not being addressed. Because if you address it, you're instantly called phobic. Oh, you're so phobic. You're phobic. I ain't scared of none of y'all. I ain't scared of none of these rainbow like alphabet soup. I'm not afraid of any of it. But I see them. I see the agenda. I see what's going on. I see the companies pandering to it. And I'm standing up for it. And I do think hashtag leave our kids alone. Leave the kids, like, what's going on? Why are you guys out at these pride festivals basically naked? But clothesless, saying, "Oh, pride, yeah, look at my butts out. Oh my God, let me do these activities out in public." And I'm not excluding the straight community because I have another topic coming up. I think it's two more topics, or no, the next topic. The next topic is something that's very crude from the straight community. But I am like, so much disturbing actions that take place at these pride events. I never want to go to one again, honestly. Um, if my man wants to go, my man hasn't been to one. I may have to go with him, but like, if it was up to me, I wouldn't go to any of these events ever again in my life because they're corrupted, and it's not about love and acceptance. There's nothing more toxic than that community. I've been in the community. It's a very toxic, petty, unloyal community. Very unloyal, very dark, very demonic. And so I'm not even religious, and I know it's demonic. So I'm just so over it. I am so over this over sexualization being pushed in the face of America's children, of the world's children. Let me not even just stick to America. It's happening across the world right now, but it's really happening a lot in America right now. And it makes me think, is there a certain country that may be promoting this? Is there a certain country that's pushing this on us more to make us more and more weaker, to lower our birth rate even more, and to put our men in dresses so that they, can't really fight as well if it came down to a war? I wonder if that could be. I wonder if the media is controlled or owned by somebody. Hmm, interesting. Seems like everything's made in China, isn't it? All right, next topic. Next topic. Oh, all right. Rockets and Mercuryans, this episode is brought to you by SlayRealEstate.world. That's right, that's SlayRealEstate.world. There are other sponsors today. If you have any needs for the And for buying, purchasing, leasing, investment properties, slaverealestate.world would love to support you going through that process. Go to my website, rockmercury.com, click on partners, and it's right there under partners, or you can just visit slaverealestate.world directly, and they will connect you with an amazing real estate professional to help represent you and guide you through this very twisty, turny process of real estate. It's always forever changing. So definitely check out slaverealestate.world. Thank you so much, everyone. All right, we're gonna go into our next topic. Well, I wish I had some water right here. Do I have water? I sure do. I got some water. Oh my gosh. This next topic. Whew, this next topic, the woman in this topic, she looked like she needed some water. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. Here we go. Put my timer on for my 10 minutes for this topic because I need to really limit myself for this next one. I don't know how I'm going to say this next topic without getting a little more explicit. I mean, we'll talk about it. All right, I'm gonna be very choosy in my words, okay, you guys, for this topic. Here we go. And all right, rockers and Mercuryans. Our next topic. Actually, hold on. Let me just go ahead and let me. My sister has a blender on right now, so I'm just gonna read some comments before I get. Okay, read some comments before. Hold on. There you go. I see. Thank you, X Solid. I see X Solid's here. I see. What in the heck? There's clowns outside my door. What in the heck? I have the same shirt and hat. You do, X Solid? You have the same. You support Candace Owens too. I love that. You really have the same shirt. That's so awesome. Yeah, I love Candace Owens. That's so awesome, X Solid. I love to hear it. So hello, Miss Cannabis. All right, so we have this next topic coming up right now. I think the blender's done going. So I'm gonna go ahead and press. There we go. All right, rockers and Mercuryans. For our third topic of today, we're gonna be discussing Kanye West out in a boat, a public taxi boat in Venice. You know, all the streets in Venice are pretty much water, like because the city is sinking. So there's taxis in there, and he's out there bare bare butt out with his wife on her knees doing you know what out in public, and they got photographed. And I want to talk about this, and I put the photo up here. It's not this photo is not explicit. The way they angled it, it's not like it's not explicit technically, but you know what they're doing, so it kind of is explicit. So viewer discretion if you go look at it on my Twitter. It's on my Twitter, Pop Rock Mercury. So check out Pop Rock Mercury if you want to see the post, look at the comments, and you decide for yourself what you feel about this situation. Um, and I know Candace Owens. I got my Candace on, my Candace sweater. I know she said to leave Kanye alone because the media told Kanye to go away, and now he left. Like he's been talking to the media. He's out there in Venice living his own life with his wife or girlfriend, whoever this Bianca woman is. Um, it's it's like whatever this woman like. But I have to discuss this. I got to discuss this topic because it's a lot. So Kanye West is out here. They got a picture of him. They got a picture from behind. You can see it. His butt is out. And then his wife is on her knees. And then the other angle is him with his hand on the back of her head, and she's looking up at the cameras from the side. And he has like a half face mask on. Now, first of all, this right here, that right there is very disrespectful to his wife or his girlfriend, whoever she may be, because apparently they're not really married legally. Um, I don't even know, but they were out in public in Venice doing a public act of indecency. Now, I don't know how they do things in Europe. I know there's a lot of topless beaches. They're much more open with their sexuality. I get that, but this is this is a lewd act, especially for somebody who claims to be a devout Christian who's all about, I love Jesus, whatever. This seems like something the old Kanye would do, and I wouldn't even bat an eye. I'm like, okay, whatever. Kanye's out there. He's getting a glizzy gobbler. Like, he's getting a glizzy gobbler, whatever you. What else can you call? What can you call a BJ? That's not. He's getting a BJ. I can say BJ, I guess. He's out here getting a BJ, out in the public taxi. Now, if this happened in a taxi in New York or something, that would be something that could be illegal and you get arrested for. But he's out in the public, even more open than a taxi, because taxi has a top to it and everything. He's just out there. One of the most famous people on earth, if not the most famous person on earth. Um, and here's what he's doing out of this, just out in public like this. Um, I I'm just bothered by the whole like he's saying he's conservative. He's saying he's very Christian and everything like that. And I'm gonna read these comments right after you guys. Because I only have 10 minutes to talk about this. But if he's saying he's conservative, he's Christian, and all this stuff, and he's doing this kind of thing, degrading his wife, having her out there butt naked again. And when he was just talking about Kim Kardashian and how she was dressing and how he wanted her to dress more together, it's just giving a lot of hypocrisy for me. It's giving a whole lot of hypocrisy. My team has worked with Kanye's people. Like I said, I've worked in Los Angeles for a long time. I work with these people. They're not like they're celebrities, but they're not like I don't care about them. Like they're entertainment, and I like to commentate on them, but like I don't think that they're above anyone. I just think this is very hypocritical. I look at the situation as I think it's disturbing. It's hypocritical. He should be charged for it. To be honest, how are you going to be out there having your wife on her knees in a public boat doing this kind of act of indecency around? I'm sure there's kids around, mothers, older women, older men, older. There's everybody around who can see this, who can see him doing this out in public like that. And even as a Kanye supporter, as I've been a Kanye supporter, I fought for him. I've lost friends because of him, for defending him, even against, even if it's against, what people may say, whatever, or people like people's opinion. Like I've always stood up for him. And people are like saying, like, "Oh, it's his life. It's Kanye's life, whatever." No, this is not his life. This is the public. He's in the general public. If this happened in the middle of a mall and he was just getting a BJ in the middle of the mall, do you think that that's appropriate? Do you think he'd get arrested for public indecency? He would. This is just it's very disturbing. They weren't like Miss Cannabis is right. She said that they weren't even happy that his wife was wearing like barely nothing around the city. So they're not happy about her literally looking up, and you could tell she doesn't even look happy while she's doing it. That's the other part. She looks kind of like she's being almost forced to do this. I'm not saying that that's happening, but it looks like she doesn't look happy to be doing this public act. You know, it doesn't look like she's like, oh yes, I love this so much. Like it's not giving that. It's giving like, oh God, dog, he's making me do this again. Like, oh gosh, like it's just it's very indecent. There's other places to do that at. There's so many other places that are private. He can literally shut down the area if he wanted and have no paparazzi there. He can build his own lake somewhere and then do this. But like here he is in the public around so many people doing this act and doing this action. And I don't support this. I know that's very hypocritical for me because I've made content that I'm not proud of in the past that I've done my best to delete. Some of the content I can't delete because I've signed contracts, but I've done my best to delete my content. But that's content that's made in an 18 and up area. This is just out in the public in the street for everyone to be able to see. Little babies going by in their strollers, like, look, mommy, what is she doing? Why is she on her knees, mommy? Like, what is going on? This is so disturbing, and I do hope that Candace Owens speaks about this because she's friends with him. Maybe she'll probably steer clear away from it because she already said just leave Kanye alone. He's in Venice. He's not talking to the media. Paparazzi are invasive for taking these pictures in a way, but he's invasive and he's indecent for doing this in public. He owns so many different houses or properties, and I think he sold a lot of them. But even if he doesn't own anymore, he can still buy another one and do this action if he needs to. You know, he's doing what adults do. I'm not demeaning the actual action of it. Like, I love that activity myself. I get that. But I'm saying don't do it in public. Let's not do that in public. There's other private places to do private things with private parts. There's private places to do private things with private parts. And the hypocrisy of him being like, "Oh, I'm a Christian. Look at my music. It's all Jesus is King." And da-da-da." Like this is making the Christian community look very hypocritical. Well, they already look hypocritical in a lot of ways. But this is even furthering that stigma. That's even furthering it even more. It's super disturbing. Absolutely disturbing. Absolutely. So I don't understand. I really hope that Kanye can see what he's doing. I know he's struggling. I saw another video of him walking barefoot through the streets, and it was like his feet were so dirty on the bottom, and he was holding a bottle of champagne or some type of alcohol beverage. He was holding it, and it looked like it was almost all the way empty. People next to him were wearing shoes, and he's just walking through the street. So maybe he's going through something. Um, you know, Like I said, my team has been around Kanye multiple times. He is a genius. He's an artistic genius. I think for him to do these kind of things is just like showing a cry for help or something going on. But either way, he needs to be charged for this. This is public indecency. Like Miss Cannabis said, it's a public indecency. These are private activities meant for private places, like in your home, in my opinion, exactly, in your home. And I'll be real, like, there's a time where I used to look for content online, especially on Twitter, look for content of like public things, like, oh wow, they're doing this in public, or they get caught in public, oh my gosh. And I look back at it, I'm like, why would I look for that? Like, why would that turn me on? Why would that be something that's attractive to me? Something like, why is that good? That's not enjoyable. Like, I think that we're being conditioned to want to be caught, and we know that we're being decent, so we want to do something that's risky because we're so bored with life. That we want to do something that's risky, that's going to wake us up and invigorate us. Do it at home. Do it at home. It's not going to stop until people start getting charged for this. He should not get passed for this. I do not think so. I think he should get really charged. He should probably spend a little bit of time in jail for this, honestly. I mean, I don't like saying that, but how are you going to be doing this in public with your wife and the wife too? Send them both to jail for a second, because it's like, are you serious right now? You're out here on your knees in the middle of this public boat on a public taxi. This is in the public. Like Miss Cannabis said, you're attracted to thrill, and then sneaking around, and the actions. And even when you go to the certain websites, they there's certain website they promote it like, oh wow, my girlfriend's at work. Let me go ahead and like, let me get with her brother, like, my girlfriend's at work. Let me get with her dad. Let me get rid of her mother-in-law. Like, it's just all these sneaky things, and this all these untrustworthy things. And we're like, oh wow. Like, they promote that as the commercials for this content. They push it upon people. And I think that this type of adult content is influential to our brains, and it makes us seek out something that is very disturbing. Like, what happens if you really went to be with your stepbrother or stepbrother? Like, what happens if that really happens? You destroy your whole family. These kind of actions destroy family. That's all I got to say on that. That's all. All right. Whew, the next topic. Before we go to the next topic, I do want to shout out the sponsors, and I want to read a few comments. I see some amazing comments in the chat right now. I'm going to go through them. I see one comment right here said, "This guy speaking facts." Thank you. I'm doing my best to just like keep it real, you guys. Miss Cannabis says, "Oh wait, Jay says, do you like Dave Chappelle?" I'm a huge supporter of Dave Chappelle. I think he's hilarious. He keeps it very real too. I mean, I don't agree with everything he says at times, but actually, I don't think he said anything I don't agree with. Maybe I do agree with everything he says. I don't know. I really like Dave Chappelle. He's great. Um, he's really great. Miss Cannabis says, "Babes, it's not called Twitter no more." I know, but it says twitter.com. Miss Cannabis, it says twitter.com. I'm on Twitter right now. I'm on my side, because every topic I'm talking about, I have a thread. It says Rock Mercury Show um episode 3 um topic thread. And so it has it all on it, but on the top, I know it says X now, but it says twitter.com. So they kept the same username. It says twitter.com. And even when I write, let me see if I try to write a tweet. Um, Post. Yeah, it says a post. When I try to post, it says post instead of tweet. I think it used to say tweet on there. But yeah, it says twitter.com still. And so I don't know. But am I supposed to say x.com? Because that's a whole other thing. That's scary to even say that. I don't even. And by the way, when it comes to Twitter, this is a side note. This is not one of my topics, but I do think that Twitter or X or whatever it's called should um, ban adult content completely. There are some things on there that should not be on Twitter, that is definitely illegal, that I've seen, that I didn't even want to see. You just see it as you're scrolling. And so I think that Twitter should ban adult content completely. Completely. There's other websites for that. Twitter does not need to be part of that. Um, uh, when are you going to play Fortnite? After the show. Miss Cannabis says, "I'm all ears right now." I love it. Somebody said W Kanye. No, L Kanye. L Kanye for this. L Kanye. Miss Cannabis says Europe is actually very conservative, and don't like that there's narratives. Don't like that there is natives not happy about it. Yep, that's right. They're very conservative. When I was in Italy, when I was out in Italy, which is such a beautiful place. Oh my gosh, I love Italy. Very racist place in some areas, like super racist. Like, I was very shocked, but very beautiful, and had a great time there. And so there, they're not happy about this. Like, there's a lot of churches there, beautiful, gorgeous cathedrals. Like, they don't want this going on in their streets. They don't want to be known for just being willy nilly about everything. Like, they have values in family. They really respect family. And in fact, my brother in law and my nephew, he's half Italian. My brother in law is fully Italian. Like, this is this is not something that they would want out there. And they have family in Italy right now that would never want this to happen. Like, they would, if they knew about this, if we sent my brother-in-law's family this information, they would be like, they would not be happy about this. They would probably call the police themselves on them. Um, he said, and some Europeans aren't even happy with what his wife is wearing around the city. That's right. She's wearing barely anything. Cosmo said, "Love watching you." Thank you, Cosmo. Miss Cannabis says she doesn't look happy most of the time. You're right. Yeah, no, I've seen her in so many photos. She never looks happy. It's really like it's very sad. But honestly, Kim wasn't happy behind the scenes. Yeah, like I've been very clear, but we've worked with Kim, and Kim has hired me multiple times. I'm so grateful for Kim. I mean, I've had my criticizes on her, but I do love Kim Kardashian as a mother. She's a great mother. No matter what y'all say about her for anything else, she is a great mother. There's other things that have happened. I can read her to field for so many other things, but as a mother, she's great, and she's really great to work with. She's a very sweet, kind person. I have to be real about that. I can read her on some of the things that happen behind the scenes, but she's a very professional, kind person, a hardworking person, very intelligent, and he should have stayed with her. To be honest, he thought that he can get somebody that looks better than her because these other women, she looks more natural than Kim. I give her that. There's some things that she looks, whatever, but like Kim is a special special woman. And a shout out to Kim Kardashian, sending love to your way. Um, let's see. Miss Cannabis says, being a public figure means your life is out there for the public to see. Yep, and he knew that when he put his bare behind out there. He looks rough. He just looks rough. If he wasn't a billionaire and you saw him on the street, you would think he was just a random homeless person. You would really think that, and it's just, yeah, I don't know. Miss Cannabis says, being a public figure means, oh, sorry, so it's public indecency. There are private activities meant for private places in your home. That's right. And she says, you're attracted to the thrill of them sneaking around, not the actions themselves. A lot of people are. Yeah, it's that sneaking around kind of thing. M. Dot says, I totally agree with you, Rock. Thank you so much. And if you don't agree, I understand that too. Miss Cannabis says they promote it in their music too. Yes, they sure do. They sure do promote it in music. That's so factual. Miss Cannabis also says, I don't care, LOL, I don't have it all, whatever it's called. I can't. Wait, that's the only reason I have it. Oh, you don't have the Twitter. You don't have the Twitter either. So I got that Twitter. Um, uh, FUSA says, when are you going to play after the show? Miss Cannabis says, even celebrities have flaws. No one is perfect. Period. Perfection is illusion, in my opinion. That's right. You're so right. Raul says Kanye the goat. That's not a goat thing to do. I mean, honestly, maybe a goat would do that. Only a goat would be out there in public doing intimate activities right in the public in front of everyone else. Only an actual goat. Bah, because it's a bad thing to do. It's a really bad thing to do. And so, yeah, only a goat would do that. And so now I guess Kanye is the goat or is a goat for doing this. And what is a female goat? I guess his wife's a female goat, whatever that is called. Um, and it's called a goat too. They're both goats. You know, she had her mouth as open as a goat was. That's for sure. She was like bah bah Kanye bah bah. You know. Oh my gosh. Shout out to Bianca. All right, next topic. We have the final topic coming up next, you guys, and this one is oh my gosh, this one's kind of funny to me. Is the video gone? Oh my god, please don't tell me this video's gone. Oh my god, I'm so mad right now. I hope it's not gone right now. What is this? Is really. I posted the video of her saying this, but now I don't see the video anymore. They really deleted this video? Mm-mm. Not them deleting the video. Well, I remember what the video said. Y'all have to find it. Y'all have to find this video. But I'm gonna talk about this subject anyways because I thought it was very interesting and I have more to say than just the video itself. Um, so, first of all, this episode is brought to you by digitalestate.media. That's digitalestate.media for all of your marketing and website needs, and whether you need promotional material, commercials, photo shoots, branding, like Digital Estate Media has your back. So make sure that you check them out on my website, rockmercury.com, click on partners, and also go right to them, Digital Estate Media directly. We're partners with Wix.com, which is a huge media tycoon and billion-dollar company, multi-billion-dollar company, multi-billion. Um, amazing company that will support you in getting a high-tech website that will promote and represent your brand, your business, whether you're one person or a million people in your company. Like that, this is the space that like digital estate media would love to support you in the development of your marketing material. Okay. Whew, this last topic right here. This last topic, I don't even know if you guys know who this person is. I mean, I know who she is, but I don't know how popular she is um because I know some people don't know, but I know who she is, so I want to talk about her. Okay, so wait, let me put this timer on. This is the last topic that I'm gonna get off of here and get ready to go live on Fortnite, you guys. So make sure you guys are ready for that. It's coming up. Or maybe we'll do Call of Duty first. We may do Call of Duty to play with Nicki Minaj. I might do that first. That'd be fun. We'll see. We'll see how I feel after this. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And action. Wait, is that where to this from? All right, Rockers and Mercuryans, the final topic on the Rock Mercury show today, the fourth episode, is about a rapper named Sexy Red. I think she's a St. Louis rapper named Sexy Red. Her songs are um, very explicit by nature. She's gone viral for saying things like that she's the raw dog queen and she doesn't like condoms and stuff like that. She's also gone viral for close-up pictures of her very open pores, which I think she kind of fixed that because she looks a lot better nowadays. So I don't know, but I want to mention this story while she was trending on Twitter today, and I was like, what is she trending for this time? I don't know what it is. Sexy Red says that she hates when people tell her that she looks like Young Thug. She hates it. And in the video that I originally posted, it like does like a mashup of their faces. And I've gotta say, she really does be looking like Young Thug. Like it's hilarious to be honest. I'm looking right now at the pictures. I think the video's gone. I guess they must have taken the video down. I don't know what happened with that. But she does be looking like Young Thug for real. Like it's hilarious. But besides that, I'm not here to make this woman be like, oh, to diss her or anything. Because I listen to her music. I like ratchet music. Sometimes I know that's hypocritical from what I was saying earlier. That's one of my guilty pleasures. I'm trying to shift away from that to more positive music and create that myself. That if you guys have heard my old original music that I took off the line, from as many places as I could. It was really ratchet. It was very explicit music that I was creating. So I'm not going to be hypocritical and act like I wasn't, because I definitely was part of this. Um, but looking at this woman who's younger than me, she's 25, I believe. From when I looked up, she's 25, and she is looking like a decade older, maybe even 15 years older. Like it's rough. Like she's living a hard life. She's living a hard rock life, and I think she likes that. She has tattoos on her face and stuff. Nothing wrong with that. Like tattoos are cute, whatever. I don't want tattoos personally, but she's looking rough. She's looking rough. Maybe it's because of the way she does her makeup. I don't know. I think maybe it's the alcohol. Alcohol be drying your skin out for real. Cut back on alcohol. Cut back. Don't use substances. All these things destroy the skin. You don't want that to happen. She's looking really it's looking interesting. Alcohol is horrible. Yeah, it really does. It just takes out all the moisture out of your skin, destroys your your liver and your kidneys. It just overworks everything. So I do not like alcohol. That's actually why I used to have a sponsor that was an alcohol company. It was it I still do technically, but I don't promote it. It's Wine Library, and I took them off my website because I'm like, I've seen too many people's lives be destroyed by alcohol. And although I support the owner of the company, who's Gary Vaynerchuk, who's the reason I'm even live right now, because he told me to go live on TikTok. So he's the reason I'm so consistent on TikTok, is because of Gary Vaynerchuk, and this was his first company that he had originally worked with his father, and it's called Wine Library. And so I was like, oh, okay, I'll promote them because they accepted me as an ambassador. So I'm like, I'll promote them. But I have to stop because I think alcohol is one of the most toxic things you can do to your body and your biosphere. So when I see her face, I'm confirmed. It confirms to me that the alcohol is terrible and whatever else she's doing is not working out. Um, so she does look healthier now. I will say that because I've seen some more videos and I do follow her. So shout out to Sexy Red. I'm not trying to read her for real. I'm not trying to, but she does look like Young Thug. She absolutely does look like Young Thug. Um, but that's that's so rude that they would ask her that. Oh my gosh, she really doesn't look like him so much so. Um, okay, sorry. Let me go back. The music that she's been creating and the perspective that she's coming from, where it's basically she's promoting being a corner worker. I want to say the word. Can I say prosta? Pro- I'll just say prosta. She's promoting prosta, and you can say the rest of the word. I can't say the rest of the word. Promoting selling your body. I'll say that. That's even better. That is the angle, and it makes me think like, wow, I'm glad that I didn't put out my next album, because my next album was going to be very explicit, and it had some songs like it had some songs that would not work in today's climate if I want to promote family. Um, and when I hear it, it's just like one of her songs that I've been listening to lately. It's called Hood Rats, and it's just discussing how like she's gonna sleep with your baby daddy, and he gonna lick her her derriere, and like that she's selling this. Exactly cannabis. This cannabis says pasta tushin pasta pasta dash tushin. I can't. Oh. Anyway, she's promoting things that the youth does not need to adhere to or even respect or admire. The things that she's promoting are going to be the death of America in a way. Like it's like, how are you going to have a high value relationship when you're just busting it wide open for everybody, not using any protection? Not that I think protection is that great, because I think that abstinence is better than protection. Just don't do it at all till you trust somebody. You have a long relationship, trust them, get tested if you feel like that's the best way. Whatever I feel like that's the best way, in my opinion. I'm not a doctor, but I think that that's something that's more wholesome for even your heart and your spirit. Now, did I do that? No, I was out there busting it open too. I was not doing, the things that I should have done. Thankfully now I'm in a space where I see that, and I know that I acted out of a space of really dark hurt. Like I was very depressed, just going through it. I didn't care about my life, and so I threw my life around. I threw myself around because I didn't care about my life. I didn't care about what I was doing. Now I do care, and those things those activities and busted it open and all that doesn't help anything. It doesn't cure the loneliness or the sadness inside. It doesn't help for the diseases that happen and things. It's just so many dark things that go on. Like it's not as fun as they make it seem. Like, oh, it's so fun. I'm just gonna bust it open for him. I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna get on my knees like Kanye's wife and do like all this stuff. Is like, okay, like it's not to be like sex shaming, but it's like you're with this random person or a person that you're just with casually. Like there's no deep connection and bond with them, but yet you just feel like it's supposed to, that's just fun to promote that. Like it's that always leads in heartbreak, and somebody gets their heart broken. Maybe one person may be numb to it, but the other person gets their heart broken or gets emotionally drained or traumatized in these situations. I know I did. I know that some people maybe I've been with have been emotionally traumatized these like by these encounters. Like we're not with when you're with somebody who's you're not like with and you who you love and you have an intimate relationship. I don't like hookup culture. I mean, I thought like before when I was part of the LG rainbow community thing, I was like, oh, like it's beautiful to be to just be promiscuous and be out there and be free. It's freedom. It's freedom. It's like no, that freedom is a death sentence. I really do feel that way. It makes every time you're with somebody, it makes you even more lonely when you're alone. Like you start needing it like a drug. Like people start thinking of other people's bodies and other people's intimacy as a drug that they need to have. They need to just go and bust something. They need to go do something. They need to. It's like why can't you stay home and have a good salad and chill and watch some comedy or go play Fortnite or whatever? I don't. Why can't you do something that's like enjoyable at home on your own? Like people don't want to be with their own thoughts. And so when I hear her advice that she's giving, and I believe she's a mother. She's a mother too, which is even more disturbing to me that she's a mother. Um, Miss Cannabis says music is super accessible to all ages. Rappers and musicians need to be more aware, in my opinion. Yes, that's why I took my music down. I took all my music down off the platforms. I put a takedown notice to every platform: um, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, Google Music, whatever. All the music plays. I had it everywhere. I had my music everywhere. But I took them down because I realized I was in a dark place when I did it, and I don't want to be there anymore. And I don't want to promote that at all. And so I took it down. And you know what, Sexy Red, I hope that she recognizes that she is worth more than this. I think she's talented. I think she has the skill and the swag and confidence to be a really great long-term performer if she can survive all of the alleged STDs that she's collecting apparently, because she's literally talking about that on her social media, how she doesn't mind if she gets STDs, she'll just go get some medicine for it and keep moving. And it's like, girl, like what? She says that that condoms make her down there, her nether region smell like fish. I'm like, that's not the condoms. That's plastic. You can open up a fresh condom and smell that it don't smell like nothing, but like silicone or rubber, whatever the heck it's made out of. It's like it's not that, babes. It's not that. It's go to the doctor. It's like close the legs or something. I don't know, or maybe air them out even more, but don't put anything in there. Open it, but just for air, like air it out. Like, what are you doing? Like, that's not how it's supposed to be. So, Sexy Red, pull it together, please. Um, that's my last topic for today. Um, I'm just, I don't know. There's so much drama today. There's so much drama that's just going on, and I just had to discuss it. I love talking to you guys about what's going on, and it's my opinion on it. And again, these are just my opinions. You guys may disagree with me completely, and that is fine. I am totally okay with you disagreeing with me. That's fine. I disagreed with myself not that long ago. I disagreed with myself. And so now I'm here to just be real and discuss what I feel in this moment. And it may shift, and I'm gonna keep it real with you and then too. I'm not gonna like I'm here to this is a discussion, these are topics, these are Twitter trending topics. Oh my god, Miss Cannabis, you're right. If I do Twitter trending topics, Twitter's over now, right? Twitter's not even it's called Twitter anymore. So the trending topic. Well, at least it's still trending topics, but I'm gonna still call it Twitter because I'm not about to call this website X. Not calling it X. What in the world? These people. Elon Musk. Shout out to Elon Musk for saving Twitter or X, whatever. He did save it. He did save the company because it was going under. Um, let's see. Miss Cannabis says, and know the difference between it just being a song and really in reality, Yep. And then she says, I think it's okay to have explicit music, but make it to where it can only be accessed by 18 and up. I thought about that too, and I had other content that was 18 and up, but guess what? People can just say they're 18 and see it. I know when before I was 18, I was definitely going on and saying, Yep, I'm 18. Yep, I'm 18. Yep. And I was seeing all kind of stuff I had no business seeing. So I just know that like that didn't stop nobody. And it's funny, my brother-in-law was showing me today this video, which I think I reposted it a while ago too, but like it was a video of how the new Grand Theft Auto, which I still love that game. I know that's the rough part. Like I know that I still like Call of Duty, which is an adult game, and Grand Theft Auto is definitely an adult game. um, and I enjoy that, but like people are still able to reach that kind of content. But no, but so for Grand Theft Auto, they're going to start using facial recognition to see if people are old enough to play the game, before you even play it. So I don't. It's I don't know, you guys. I don't know. It's gonna be so crazy. That's gonna be so interesting. But that's what they're apparently doing for the new Grand Theft Auto when it comes out. Somebody says slay, slay. Okay. Miss Cannabis says everyone has different opinions. That's the best part of the world. So we can learn from each other. I so agree with that. I so agree. And like I said, my music was very, very explicit. Like I'm not gonna deny it. Like I know my music. It's like I'm not trying to be hypocritical with Sexy Red or whatever. Like I'm on my journey too. So I do support her, and I hope that she does shift herself. I support her because Nicki Minaj supports her, and I like that song Pound Town, even though it's a dirty song too. But yeah, that's a rough one. I do like some I do like some ratchet music. I be loving me some City Girls and some Cupcake the Rapper and yeah, all of it. I just on GTA RP, some servers require a picture of your ID and to get in because they're 18 plus. Oh wow. Yep. So they're already doing part of that. Wow. Dang. So that's probably how it started off. And now they're doing it right at Epic, right at Rockstar Games. Lovely Cole, hello, good morning, Lovely Cole. I hope you're having a great morning. I'm gonna end off this show after I speak about our sponsors one more time. Again, reach out to slaverealestate.world for all your real estate needs, and reach out to digitалestate.media for anything you may need in the marketing sphere. Thank you, lovely Cole. Oh, you sent me a heart me. That's so sweet. You always send those. That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much, lovely Cole. Um, so that yeah, I'm excited to jump on to I'll keep going back and forth. Should I jump into Fortnite next or Call of Duty right now? I don't know. Are you gonna play? Yeah, I'm gonna play next.